Hi, I'm Duke.
And I'm Lola.
And this is BossaNova Life.
And tonight we are in Las Vegas.
That's
We're
right.
here to see a home tiki bar.
A home tiki bar in Las Vegas that we've heard many, many rumors about, but never seen that many amazing pictures. Now we're going to go check out the inside, see what it's all about, and see if all the rumors are true.
Come on in.
Howdy! Oh my goodness!
Welcome to the Den of Sin. Come on!
The Den of Sin.
The Den of Sin.
We have arrived.
Finally. It's been how many years?
I don't know. It's been several years since we've discussed coming.
Yes.
We finally made it.
Better late than never.
Yes, ever since 1984, I believe. That's when we
when I was
discussed it.
13,
We got together. I was like riding my Stingray around with the. It was from the 70s then. It was old then. But
Well, welcome.
Thank you
Welcome.
so much.
Can I offer you a cocktail?
yes.
That's the
yes.
best thing,
The
yeah.
answer is always yes.
Let's do it.
Hi.
I like this. I like this.
My feet
I like
don't even
this.
touch
You get the big chair. He gets a little chair. That seems fair. Is this how you guys sit all the time?
Yes.
We were gifted this, and then we thrifted this like 4 days later.
And Jason usually has the palm frond. And he palm fronds Stacy to keep her nice and cool.
Hi, honey. I'm back here.
These are our hosts. We want to introduce you guys real quick.
Hello.
We have Stacy and we have Jason.
Hello. Welcome to the Den of Sin.
So how long have you guys had this Den of Sin?
Well, we moved into this house in 2006.
Okay.
So 15 years in this house. It wasn't called the Den of Sin, but the Tiki
Starting to grow and
the Tiki
multiply.
experience started for us. We lived in Long Beach in 2000 to 2002. We moved up to West LA and it grew a little bit there from 2002 to 2004. Then off to Vegas. We were in another house for 2 years and then we bought this one. And then we went crazy.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
A little crazy. I keep finding things as
So
I look around.
you guys have been together a long time.
We just had our 27th wedding
27th anniversaries,
Wow.
and so have we.
Right there too. Yeah, happy
And we've been together
anniversary,
for,
guys.
we met 31 years ago.
I think it might be the same.
We may have
That's
been
really
meeting each
disturbing.
other when you guys were meeting each other.
That is really
August
bizarre.
19th.
This is crazy.
Yep.
So obviously you're into Tiki as much as Jason.
Yes, I just don't spend money on it. I just enjoy the fruits of his labor.
Ah!
All right.
You're the shopper.
He's definitely
Oh,
the
yeah.
chef. Yes.
I've heard.
Well, I do that for a living, so
Yes.
I'm always shopping anyway, and then I accumulate all this, and I find a home for it. So we do have a lot, but everything has its place.
Hey,
And then
Yes.
I really enjoy when he decides to sell something at a profit.
Ooh.
True.
That's what I like.
You like to spend. You like to make money.
Den of Sin, and as you can see, it's full of amazing things.
and sin.
And
Not
sin,
really
yeah.
so much. Your mug collection, like normally if I watch somebody and they had like just this many mugs, I'd be like, okay, that's impressive. But they go throughout the entire
But
house.
you hadn't even seen the big wall.
No. No, I haven't.
Yeah,
What's going on in
here's
here?
the big walls.
Yes, I saw this earlier and I was like, what the frickin'?
Now, how can someone say I'm not into Tiki?
I don't know.
How? It makes no sense.
Guy.
Guy. Hey, dude. Look, dude.
Bro. All right, bro.
It's about your
I got
Tiki
nothing.
collection, bro.
I mean, I got nothing. Like, this is out of control.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is, I don't even know if you could, like, if you've ever even had time or could put a number on
The
this.
thing is, we've counted in the past, but new come in, old go out, and so it's a constant collection in flux all the time.
Yeah.
It never stops. And so this used to be a dining room with mugs in it, and then we thought, we don't need a dining room table. We need a barrel and a bar.
So everybody wants to see, those are the Den of Sin mugs
Yep.
back there.
They just made a cameo in the new Down the Beachcomber documentary that's being filmed right now.
Ooh, baby.
So I filmed in my apartment.
And I love this. You've got the pufferfish in this, but this is original.
Yes.
This is actually original rope.
And I cut this
So
deal.
I see so few of these with original rope.
Yep. I cut this deal in a parking garage in Vegas, and I was so hoping security was going to roll up and go, what you guys doing? And I'm gonna be like, pufferfish light deal, you know,
Start
not
scoring some pufferfish.
not dry. So if you like the old, here you go.
That's what we love. That's what we love.
There it is.
And interestingly enough, the old original Tiki mugs are actually far more goofy and almost a little, I mean, dare I say, clown Tiki compared to some of the modern stuff, for sure. Oh, I love that. What is that?
That is from a place called Coco Joe's, but it is not the Coco Joe's like those. There was a place called Coco Joe's, and this was their volcano mug, and there's the reservoir tip for the 151. So while you're drinking your drink, the flame is there constantly for you.
What?
Yeah.
And just be careful with hopefully you're clean shaven. It's just the 50s. Everybody's clean shaven.
Yeah. Original Ren Clark severed head, if you really like the old. With good paint, too.
Good times. Good times.
And then the other mug that everybody wants, that's hard to come by, is the Tiki Bob Elvis.
And Tiki Bob Elvis. Wow. Probably not going to sell that one anytime soon.
Oh no! But oddly enough, all right. So you just saw this whole display case. Mm-hmm. You know what the rarest thing that drive vintage collectors mad that I have, and I didn't realize it was the hot commodity until I showed a picture, and people went nuts for the thing I didn't realize. So everyone knows the Surfer Girl mug, and there's been plenty of places that used it. No one had seen the Surfer Girl plate before.
I've never seen a Surfer Girl.
And the Surfer Girl actually has a name. And there's her name. Her name is Princess, Kyo. I can't, it's so tiny, but it's from Skipper Kent's.
Let's not butcher it. Let's just show it. Wow.
So this is the thing that people went nuts for. And it's one of those things where I just found it thrifted. And I'm like, oh, this is my winner? Not Ren Clark severed head or Tiki Bob Elvis. It's this little plate from Skipper
You
Kent.
guys are like people picking up, strays at the pound, but people don't sell strays at the pound. That's not right.
That's a slight difference.
I think maybe that's where sometimes the Tiki people get a little frustrated. They're like, hey, wait a second. You're not supposed to sell stuff. You're supposed to just collect.
Well,
You know what? I'm shocked. There's a few people that said they've never sold anything. And I'm like, we all started someplace in our collecting of Tiki or Rockabilly or whatever. But as you grow, you realize, oh, this isn't really that a good thing.
Or you develop
or
a
you
niche,
got
like
two
your
or
own
three of
niche.
those things.
Yeah.
Well, that too, but also your taste may change where you're like, okay, when we decided to change from our Cleveland decor and furniture, we were living in Long Beach, and I said, Stace, I want to get rid of all our Cleveland crap. She goes, what do you want to do? And I said, well, how about beachy, tiki, piratey, Hawaiian-y? Now, some people just want to be straight tiki.
Yeah.
They don't want the beachy part. They don't want the shells and the coral. And Hawaiian is a different thing than tiki. And then pirate, oh no, don't,
my whole bathroom is pirate.
Yeah, so right away we were like, we wanted all of it. And although tiki kind of permeates, it definitely was all of it. And so we liked all of it. And we have so much that sometimes I go to put a mug on the shelf and I go, I already have one of those. Because when you have so, when you have so many, you're like, oh, I forgot, and then you gotta sell. But also, new stuff comes in, and it's like, all right, what doesn't give you as much joy anymore? That stuff's gotta go.
Marie Kondo,
That's very Kondo of you. Yeah. So if you see
naughty words.
There's a picture of Jason behind the bar in our West LA apartment.
Yep.
With, I'm sure it was accoutrements.
It was accoutrements, tiki mugs.
And it wasn't Malibu, but I'm sure it was Bacardi.
Oh, we had a Malibu on the bar.
Yeah, so it's that same.
But that was right when we kind of got into it.
So you go from I don't know,
you're developing your
1,500 square foot apartment to a house, so you can add more. But then it's like with anything. Sometimes some people just don't ever.
You don't start at Van Tiki and Appleton 25.
Yeah.
You start at whatever you see.
Yeah.
And
I like the fact that you suggested that Van Tiki is the top of the line, however, because they're from our hometown. So.
I mean, really, there's a lot of great mug makers, but really, their skill set and their
ethos
videos,
is also
their explanation of it and the teaching. Like when I catch up on any of my friends' videos, and then I'm waiting for like a week or two for the next one, I'm like, damn it, binge watching is fun to the point where you're like, I need more. I want more. And then you haven't made a video in a week.
He's like, I want to show you how I want to make a slip today.
Takes a slip and gets it ready to go. Watch the previous episodes on making slip. I'll put the graphics here.
What are you doing tonight?
I'm doing a Jason Alexander drink, the third oath.
The third?
Thanks, Jason.
I like it.
Yes.
Ooh.
Jason has these.
He's got a
amazing,
parrot
complex
with a cauldron of gold. Now we got to get into the whole is a parrot tiki discussion, man. I don't even know. We've only just got in here. Oh my gosh, though, man. The amount of Whitco I noticed all the way up on the ceiling is out of control. I love it. Keep up on all things Instagram and Facebook, but I didn't realize you had Denison glassware.
Oh, we've had that before we even had the mug.
Oh, man.
This is actually round 2. Round 1, we weren't well versed, so there was no color in the devil, and then just the logo. But then we were like, we need to really improve for
You're like, hey.
round 2, so we added the rest of the logo.
I know how these
back.
things work. You're already paying for the red and black. Get as much as you can.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then even next time, I'm like, okay, well these 2 sides are empty still. We need to do some more. So there's always like next time, next month. Where's the hole?
Oh, I see. A little motion sensor.
Yeah. And then when you forget, and Stacy walks by, you're like, oh, here we go again. We'll deal with him for another.
This guy's, of course, Jason even has the proper ice.
Oh, heck yeah.
With the ice making machine.
We don't have the ice making machine.
We're not that fancy, but we do live 5 blocks from a Sonic.
We went to Sonic all the time. Yeah.
Except that I don't like to go there because the traffic is so crazy. So what we do is whenever we have a party, before the party, I send out a message to all my friends and say, who wants to go to Sonic? Price of admission is a bag of Sonic ice. I mean, I'm providing the rum and the entertainment.
What was that?
OFTD?
Yeah. You been drinking already?
No.
Every time.
no,
I never know either.
It
Q
stands for, oh, fudge, that's delicious.
Oh, yes.
All right, so I don't know if this is going to fit in normal glass.
But
I'll
it's
make
not
one and
fudge.
find
It's a
out.
different word.
But it's delicious.
We will find
What
out.
do we got here? What are the ingredients to this drink?
Fresh. Well, I've already put in a dash of absinthe,
Okay.
a dash of aromatic bitters.
This is already sounding not like a tiki drink I'm used to, and I like that.
So
We like complex.
ounce of fresh lime juice, half ounce of grapefruit juice, half ounce of falernum.
Lola loves the grapefruit juice and
And the
falernum.
falernum.
Not so much the absinthe, though. That's more me.
I like it in a drink because it makes everything a little bit more complex. Nice.
This house that I'm seeing so far, you have all of the artwork that I see online all the time, and I've seen many of these pieces, but I've never seen almost all these pieces in one house.
Yeah.
From that piece to on and on and on. So much velvet paintings will go into all of it. Is that new or is that vintage?
It's vintage, but it came out of.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you're gonna be mad how much I paid for it.
$5.
Close. It was at Taboo Cove, which was a hidden tiki bar inside the Venetian that Shag did the art for. But it was so hidden, no one ever went to it. Like no one could find it. And so I show up at a garage sale, and this and another lamp were sitting on the table, and I pull up and I'm like, I see the lamps, and I'm like, hi, do these work? They're like, yeah, so we plugged them in, and she told me they came out of Taboo Cove, which they had bought some vintage stuff, $40.
$40. I was being facetious with $40 is insane.
4-man furniture set, 2 chairs, 2 end tables, and the coffee table and the couch, $100 on Craigslist.
Did it have the cushions
Had
already?
the original cushions, which were shot.
Oh, we're following.
While we still have battery.
We're going deep into
These
the
were
darkness.
Buzzy tiki carvings that I bought off of him,
Oh my gosh! Yeah, I saw these earlier.
not knowing where they would go. Who knew my house was ready for them? Like, we didn't measure them. He had carved them. I saw them on Facebook. I said I would like to buy those.
And they fit perfectly.
And then I walked around my house going, where can I put these? Oh, they fit exactly on either side of the window. There's our,
Oh, my brother, Doug Horn.
there's our Denison logo. Kim Bang did an all gravel art for us.
Oh, did Kim do that for you? Nice, nice. And frankly, I'm going to show it. I don't care. Lola and I are always looking for these velvet nudes. Oh, that's amazing.
And then kick around to this one.
Oh, I saw you having some others in the other room.
They all came from the same estate sale. This was a $10 swap meet find. And the woman selling it was embarrassed to sell it. She said, why are you buying this ugly woman for $10? I go, ugly?
This woman is stunning.
Stunning.
I mean, clearly, as I said to you earlier, I have a little bit of a thing for tall, statuesque brunettes. So, yeah, I get
It
it.
was a $40 garage sale.
This one is the one I was really drooling over earlier. I was chatting with you about it because it's very reminiscent of when I was a kid in the 70s and 80s when we would have the lit velvet paintings, which you just don't see too much anymore. And what is this?
So it's a Wicco piece that used to have the two spears behind it.
Oh, yes.
There's a gentleman in town named Lonnie Hammergren that was the lieutenant governor at one point, and he owned 4 houses that were all connected, and he collected the nuttiest stuff. He had a full brontosaurus skeleton at the top of his stairwell. He had a full South Pacific room with Wicco stuff, and he had to pay some bills, so he had a big auction, and I won that at auction.
So what is it?
I'm going to have somebody restore it, but as it is now, it's just a little rough.
That's amazing. Well, wait, Jason, you skipped a small piece.
Yeah. Lola was very excited about these shelves.
You need to catch this. So, I don't know if you can see because it's very covered.
It's all old anchor chain.
Anchor chain.
Oh my goodness.
You can probably you can see it over there more than
and you can see the feet too, because they did two links for the feet.
Where did you get this?
And see how thick this wood is? So my buddy
And you've got a legit Tiki heading over here. Oh yeah.
Oh, there's everything.
I know. I'm having a hard time with the place, trying to keep up with all the action.
So my buddy Bruce, Mr. Smiley, for those who've been in the Tiki world for a long time, worked at an auction house and called me and said, "Bring your truck and $200." And I just said, "What?" He goes, "There's some shelves here you need." I go, he sent me a picture. He goes, "Just drive here right now." I said, "Oh, okay." And then I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I do need these." So I brought them home, but I did not know, because I also didn't know what I was going to get, that it was going to fit right here exactly.
Perfectly, like it's made for this spot.
Like again, I bring it in the house like with the other Tikis I showed you. I'm like, where's this going to go? Oh my God, it's the exact same size. We had shelves here that were smaller.
I couldn't even remember what
with arch around it.
Yeah.
But once we found this out, and then we went around the house and grabbed all the nautical type stuff.
Yes.
And built it out with the pirate and nautical stuff.
This is what we call kismet. This was
right?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, we got a Wicco throne.
Picked up at a garage sale across the street for $45.
Right here?
Yeah.
Where you're at right now?
Yeah.
You got the guy across the street here had it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Our neighbors don't have that.
You're like, by the way, I am the king of Tiki. You should just sell that to me right now.
I saw it, and it was a guy I kind of know. He goes, "I knew you'd want this." I go, "Yep." You go, "He said how much?" He said 45. I go, "Okay."
They have almost like a monthly.
45
Yeah.
bucks.
I go, "Let me throw in the truck, and we'll take it home." I got no cushion yet because it's a 7-sided cushion. Who the hell has 7-sided cushions?
So what is that?
We are gonna. That is my falernum.
Oh.
Fun little
Oh, nice.
replacement bottle.
Love it.
But
Did you make the falernum?
No,
Okay.
it's Fee Brothers. No, the Velvet Falernum. Yeah, this was a vodka, but my friend found the bottle. I'm like, "I'll take that."
Yeah, that's a cool bottle.
Yeah, I need that in my life. All right, then the big ingredient is 1.5 ounces of cinnamon syrup.
It looks like he's using some BG Reynolds
Oh
action.
yes, always low.
Whoa.
Well, you got to balance
Between
out.
that and the absinthe, you're gonna have
The
some
OFTD
kick.
too.
You're gonna get kicked in the teeth with this. I can feel it.
So do you have a signature house cocktail that you like to serve?
We do. It's called Pugalicious
Ooh.
because we used to have a lot of pugs.
Yeah.
We are currently empty nesters,
Aww. Pugless.
which is
Yes.
sad in one sense, but okay in another because we are crazy busy running around the country like morons. So
Yeah.
How much OFTD was
So
it?
we didn't.
2.5.
How much OFTD was that, by the way? We didn't.
2.5.
2.5. 2.5 ounces of OFTD
In one drink.
in one drink. Hey,
that's why I got to have the 1.5 ounces of cinnamon to balance it out.
and don't forget, it is overproof, folks.
It's so funny. I thrifted that like 100 years ago.
Yeah.
And
What was it?
The Hamilton
Hamilton Beach.
mixer.
Oh, really?
And then
Nice.
during the pandemic, like most of us into the Tiki world, we worked on our cocktail game.
Yeah.
We sat at home like, well, all the bars are closed. I want a Navy grog. I better figure it out.
Can I try it?
Absolutely.
I hate drinking ahead of people, but
Well,
the ice
maybe
might melt.
try it. Then we'll see.
The ice might melt.
This lady is just on it tonight. She wants that cocktail.
It's for
Okay.
science.
It's for science, yes.
All right, give us feedback.
Okay.
Well, it's a strong one.
If you don't like it, it's Jason's fault, not me, Jason.
Ooh.
The other Jason.
It's the Jason's, the double Jason's fault.
yeah.
This is delicious. It's very good.
Cool.
It doesn't taste as boozy as 2.5 ounces should taste, so it means it's dangerous.
Turn off the camera. I didn't realize we were going back behind the Tiki bar already.
So here's the bar.
Yes.
These houses came with a built-in bar, but it didn't have shelves.
Yes.
So we my buddy and I pulled out all the drywall and made the shelves, lighted
Those are
it,
beautiful.
filled it with booze, bought more shelves, filled them with booze. The things behind you, You know, more shelves filled with booze.
This room right here, I was already going to get to because I saw a lot of vinyl in here.
Okay, so watch your steps.
Oh, wait. Swizzle sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I like this little pink.
So there's supposed to be a bottle here. This is an old school rum.
Yeah.
So it's missing this, but someone wrote Vegas on it, and so I'm like, I have to buy this.
You ever listen to the song Tiki Man by Deadbolt? Tiki Man's eyes start to
Man.
glow. Someone's gonna die.
Now, not Tiki at all, but my dirty little secret, I'm a huge Spice Girls fan, so there's my Spice Girls collection.
So you can say that, you can say this, but I'm gonna redeem you right now because I look down and even in this back room,
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
this is all the Disney Tikis, and this is all the Frankie's
What
Tikis.
the heck? You weren't even bringing me in for this.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
just, you're like, oh yeah, I mean, I got that stuff. Whatevs.
People think I'm kidding about my
What
Spice
is
Girls
this?
collection until
What
they
is
see
this
it.
thing?
I found it at the Rose Bowl for like $30.
What
like
is that?
Like
What
that.
is that? I mean, the shade is amazing.
built the whole
This
lamp.
is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
now I
This
incredible.
was the other lamp that I found at that garage sale. That was 40
We're
bucks.
just in the side room of Jason's house, by the way. I just want to reiterate, everyone. We're in one of the many side rooms of Jason's house right now. This is just a spare room that you probably don't even spend that much time in, realistically.
I like the Medusa head on your lamp. What is that?
So I'm not gonna lie,
Is that the plumbing
of all of
Yes.
stuff that
Yeah.
expands. Oh my
So
god.
I obviously have Forbidden Island. I don't have Ritual of the Savage, so that looks freaking amazing.
Yeah.
All of this, being of our age, fine sir. Ultra Lounge. I don't have that on vinyl.
So that's not vinyl?
Oh shit.
That's just a flat that they had handed out to the record stores.
Okay, I was gonna say if you had Ultra Lounge on vinyl, I would
When
be
that
like,
series
what
came out,
into the entryway.
Yeah, this is the original Denison logo that Doug Horn did.
Oh, did Doug Horn do that? I
Yes.
didn't even know that.
Yes, if you
Wow.
go- you see the-
That is crazy. I'm sorry, Doug. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
This. You have an actual war club. Like
From-
not a reproduction, is it?
It is from Oceanic Arts,
Oh my gosh.
but it's big and it's heavy.
Because usually you see the tourist size.
Yeah.
That's like an actual
Yes,
war
this
club
will
size.
definitely murder you.
Yes. Wow. 6'5" guy, by the way, with this war
Yes.
club. Giving up. Oh my god.
So here is the original art from the Bearded Clam, the mug from Frankie's. The artist is Dirk Verman, who is my tattoo artist. And so one day he was giving me some things. He goes, "Here, you'll appreciate this." He goes, "This is the original art from the Bearded Clam." I go,
I just gave it to you.
"Just give it to me."
I know this is also Whitco, correct?
Yep.
Sword.
I'm missing the holder,
The holder.
but the sword was $20. So how do you leave it behind?
This
You know?
is like some of the most Whitco I've seen in one place outside of like the Seattle area where Whitco is.
We don't often get to see this, but since you got a great camera, this is one of my best estate sale finds.
Was it Primo?
The Primo topographical Hawaiian Islands map. I was at an estate sale and they had tiki lamps, which I bought, and then I went outside to put them in my car and we turned around. I was with my assistant at the time and there was a line still. And I go, shit, I don't want to wait in line again. And she goes, we could just roll into the garage. The garage was open like this much. And she was such a girly girl. She was in heels on a skirt for a 7 a.m. estate sale. I go, you're going to roll in? And as I said those words, she'd already rolled into the garage. And I go, oh shit. So I rolled in the garage Indiana Jones style. And we scared the hell out of the people in the garage. And I just hopped up and went, ha ha! And when I jumped, this was laying flat on a shelf up here. And I saw the island sticking up. And so I'm like, oh, no one has seen this yet. So I pulled it down. I walked inside and I go, hey, how much for this Primo map? And they're like, I don't know, $40. It's like a $600 map. I'm like, I couldn't throw two 20s quick enough. I'm like, there you go.
This is what gives it away, like how much is happening here.
The freaking matchbooks. You
Yeah.
got the Hawaiian matchbooks.
Little fishing line and a thumbtack, and then boom, you can run the.
I don't think I've ever seen someone who actually had matchbooks on display before. There's so many little things like that I'm always like, hey, who collects this stuff?
I think it's kind of like that's how Swizzle Sticks began. For
Oh yeah,
because no one collected Swizzle Sticks in the 90s or
Nope.
the 2000s,
Nope.
and then suddenly Swizzle Sticks are a thing. Because somebody was like, hey, if I put enough of these together, put enough of something together, it becomes more interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
Than two
You're the
Swizzle
guy-
Sticks. This is how you and I know each other, because you're the guy I DM at like 4 in the afternoon with a picture,
Yep.
and I'm like, I'm in a thrift shop right now, Jason. What's this thing? And you're like, that's not Tiki, bro. Or you're like, dude, totally grab that. That's
get
how I do
those.
it. DM you really quick, and I get an answer.
I get that from.
I'm not suggesting everybody do that, by the way.
No, go ahead. I get it all day long.
You're one of the few people that I ask that question to, where I'm like, literally like, is this Tiki? What is this?
So here's the Voodoo Grog glass.
You
from Trader
and
Vic's.
Spike Marple. Who
Yeah.
we talked about. Yeah.
So here's the Trader Vic's Voodoo Grog glass. Super rare, hard to find. And my buddy Neil said, "Hey, can you take a look at this listing?" I go, "Yeah, those are it. Those are legit vintage. 5 of them for $85. That's a $350 glass all day, every day." And so he got 5 for $85. Yeah, if you have any questions ever, hit me up on Facebook. Facebook. I don't pay attention to really anything else. I will happily help you decide if you should buy it or not, and what it is, what it's worth. I ain't mad what you want to collect, but I will educate you to what is vintage, who makes good mugs, who makes crappy mugs. And so when people want to fight me over it, I'm like, I'm not telling you whether you should have it or not. What I'm telling you is, Van Tiki, amazing mug maker. Accoutrements, shitty mug maker. Okay, so there's our ends of the spectrum. So as long as you know, and if you still like them, cool. That's great.
Yeah.
I mean, look, our bar's called the Den of Sin. I have a light up devil pumpkin. That's not Tiki in the slightest right there.
I know what you're talking about. It's a very Tiki-ness now.
Yeah,
It's
but
sitting on a Tiki.
yeah, crappy Tiki.
All right, everybody.
Cheers!
Cheers.
See if I can get us all on the camera.
Probably aren't getting me. That's okay.
Dinner.
Yum. Well, thank you guys for having us here.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
I mean, anytime someone invites us to an amazing home that is literally, you weren't joking, like, you talk about this every now and then about how your house is bursting with Tiki, and
bursting.
he's not
It's bursting.
exaggerating. And then you ply us with
And
drinks.
as I told you earlier, can you believe there are people
Thank you. That's good.
who claim that we are not into Tiki? And they
Well, they don't say that about me, just you.
and